So we were so in love with your father's music, and it was making sense.
Yeah, that was before the popular song Periko Manaya Jaro.
That's another hit that caused commotion everywhere.
Right.
In fact, that song till today is still causing confusion.
Very good.
Do you know that even as at yesterday, when I posted your flyer for this, somebody still reached out to me and was like, Apama. He said, yes, he's the son. Which Apama? He said, the one that sang Pericom and Anya. He said, is he the son of Pericom? Are you getting the point that?
My dad was a very creative artist. So most of the times when I used to discuss with him, because I used to sing all this copyright then when he was there, but he would always tell me, you are going nowhere with copyright songs. Try as much as possible to create your own songs. Even do your own. Sometimes when I will sing, he say, Mother, I don't pay here now. He tried to push that narrative in me to create
to be original.
Not even minding his own songs. Yes. So I started writing my songs when my father was still there.
Doing original work, and then you still find yourself in a way of feeling hungry while you still have work. You have put in a lot.
Although like a discouragement will always come.
Okay.
Exactly. That is one thing. Discouragement. Discouragement. It will come. If it doesn't come from your own personal self, it will come from You understand? Because I stand on stage, now I go somebody be on stage, now request let me go on your even as yeah. Even in my own let me just say it. Even in my own town, yes, they will come there.
Just have to keep managing.
Yeah. So due to album, I have been talking about original work. I find it difficult to sing copyright on stage.
Good.
So I have to practice that thing I preach.
Yes.
But we feel easy that no one just not that I cannot sing it. I can sing it, but it's not what I do. Because my father told me, you are going nowhere with those things.
When P Square make one comment. Yes, he said you cannot be doing P-Man without people like us. Why people like us are not aware, seeing the P-Man, what are you doing? P Square said it. He made such comment then. I read it online on Facebook.
Wow.
Because when you look at P-Man, P Square as a performing musician, he's not there.
It's not the fault of P-Man that is not there. He doesn't want to identify with them.
It's not the fault of P-Man that he's not there. Somebody will not want to identify with you. Yes, there are some certain things that you will be doing. Nobody wants to identify with you. In Nigeria, P Square identify with you. Why not? Employers. And again one then somebody personally who go where for P Square. You are not a musician. If you are a businessman, then you better have an P-Man. Then you expect the P-Man to come, then P Square will not come. But if you P Square as a non-musician, if you want P-Man, a P Square, somebody like P Square to come and perform in your occasion, you pay him. Not to be boycott.
Strong point.
Yeah, not to be boycott. As a member of P-Man, then P Square marketing a stage. Again, you have abroad friends. He sponsored the area for even one day.
day, ladies and gentlemen. We will welcome you again on today's episode of Cliff Podcast. My name is Vitus Ifani Chukwumba, as you already know. So now today, to give a different dimension on the same topic, we have an artist as our guest today. An artist who is really, in fact, I should say he's getting it right, because he started the work from a master who is his master. Thank you very much, and sit back as you follow us on this conversation. Thank you. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation.
You're welcome.
When we see the likes of you, we become so hopeful and so confident that now,
right?
You got to go. So it's an honor to have you here with us to rub minds together as it affects us in the industry, and then to talk about way forward.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, way forward.
It must be.
So thank you and you're welcome, sir. So can you kindly tell the audience who you are, and let them understand who is here with us.
Okay. Hello, our viewers. I greet you all. First of all, I'm Igbo. Igbo Amaka. Afamubo Chukunonso Ibanoke, popularly known as the Living Apama, Bazuagu Igbo. So I'm an artist. I have a very big and strong musical background. I took on from my dad, who is Chukukeze Ibanoke, the Apama boy, popularly known as Anedono Nankoku. One Nachi Ojiriva, Enugu State. IC
of old.
So I took on from my father after his demise in 2018.
Okay,
23 May. Yeah.
Okay.
We lost him 23 May 2018.
Oh wow. May so rest in peace.
I took on from him since then trying to keep the legacy going. So if I'm the Living Apama, Bazuagi Igbo. Ofia afule egwu na-achị.
Ofia afule egwu. So it is in Ofia na egwu agasa.
Egwu kale na Ofia.
Hey, the Living Apama.
My brother.
The truth is that your father, I was in fact, I am still a serious fan of your father. My father introduced me to your father's music. And since then, I have been following up.
Which of them?
Apama, paroma, paru, apama, okay?
No, Morobia. I said, Ari is a never cheer. Now one chat. The
Apama is still alive. Look at it.
Before the famous.
Everyone in that time, and I will one of my siblings. I ain't also met two more big. So I mean, we were so in love with your father's music, and it was making sense.
Yeah, that was before the popular song Periko Manaya Jaro.
That's another hit that caused commotion everywhere.
Right.
In fact, that song till today is still causing confusion.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that even as at yesterday, when I posted your flyer for this, somebody still reached out to me and was like, Apama. He said, yes, he's the son. Which Apama? He said, the one that sang Pericom and Anya Ajaru. He said, is he the son of Pericom? Are you getting the point? Is he the son of Pericom? So a lot of people think that that song was sung by Pericoma.
Right. A lot of people think that even on my own platforms, you see comments like that. People come to mention Pericoma. You know, this is Pericoma's song, and that is this what is his name?
Speed Darlington.
Speed Darlington.
Somebody
will say Speed Darlington's brother. You know, stuff like that. It happens most of the time, but I keep correcting them, telling them, you know, making them to be aware that this is not right. So this song got viral. So and it pushed the name Pericoma. You know, to a limelight. So you know, Pericoma being a musician also. So Mezia, a lot of people think that not Pericoma. But the thing is that Pericoma is just a character in the song. Why Ibanok, Apama boy, is the artist.
Apama boy, actually.
So that is a confusion. But with time, we continue to talk about it, and then people will be understanding what we're talking about.
No. As soon as possible, as we have taken on his legacy now, they will eventually understand this. Yes. So, but you don't blame people when they.
No, it's nothing to blame them about. It's just something you clear them. You know, you diligently talk to them. You know, correct them whenever they make such comments.
Exactly. So it's okay. It's wonderful. So, like I was saying, I'm a fan.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons I picked interest in you.
Okay.
I told you songs you've done yourself, original songs of yours.
Yeah.
I've listened to them. So I see your father in you. And keep it up.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir.
Right.
So as it stands, I would want you to tell us your journey so far, how it all started. You said when you were introducing yourself, you said the music, you were born into music. Music, you know, there was something how you said it. So can you tell us your how it started and your journey so far?
It has been a long time as someone born into a music family. Okay. You know. So when I was small, even as I was going to school, you know, I picked on from watching my dad. Most of the time when I'm back from school, I used to play guitar, but mostly on neck, you know. So my dad as a musician, I would say I picked from him. That was how I started, because he was taking me to stage, you know, at that stage.
When I one post email recently,
right.
You follow your father to shows.
Then I was playing clips. Then as I'm playing the clips, in one case spray, that is stage money.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Then I will leave the clips, then go and pick it. That was my work then, you know.
So, but the thing put you on stage.
Put me on stage to know what is happening.
Oh.
So that was how I started. Then from clips to conga. And from conga to drums. From drums to keyboard.
Oh, really?
From keyboard to bass, guitar. From bass to guitar.
Lead guitar.
Lead guitar. Then from lead guitar, I started managing my dad.
Oh, really?
You know, then I've come up of age.
Wow.
Then I started seeing a lot of wrongs.
So how they do things.
How they do things wasn't it wasn't interesting. So I fit in, started managing him.
Okay.
So that was how gradually we were moving. So I as his guitarist, I was also the engineer. And even at that, I was also the manager. You know, I'm the one to set the sound. I'm the one to drive him to anywhere we're going for shows, you know. So almost everything was around me. I was in control of everything. You know, I book the shows for the events. So I restricted him from taking calls of events. So when you call, you say, meet my manager. So a lot of people doesn't even know that I'm the son. Okay. They thought I'm just one of
working with him.
Yeah, you know, just working with him or one of his player or something like that. So, but most of the time, when he sings and he looks back, or maybe something goes wrong, he will just say, "Chukuno so yeah, I will say with the mic because I'm also a backup vocalist to him.
Okay.
So I stand the mic even with the guitar, and then everything was moving. So gradually, he was coming back to what he's supposed to be, because then he was just doing music,
Live
performances. You know, I think it was more of fun. You understand? So, but when I came in, people things begin to modernizing the thing, and then monetized too. Then things started having good shape.
Okay.
So till 2018, within a short period of time, it went dark. Then nature called. So that is it.
Took up the mantle.
So and yeah. Why? I took off from where he stopped. That was 2018. But after the burial and all that. But before then, on his sick bed, he said something to me. I should not stop that music. It happened that we had show on that very day. We had show on Sunday. That was on Sunday, 22 May 2018. So, but he was really down. So I opted to take him to the hospital, but he refused. He said he's going to be at the back of the stage while I perform. I said, no, I have to take you to the hospital. You are really down. He said he's not going anywhere. I should go and entertain the people. So as I was entertaining the people, my mind was not there. You know, I was feeling for him. So to some extent, my two sisters, they were running around, you know. So I called my junior sister. I said, go and check on Dad. I want to know how he's doing. Then she came back and said that things are getting worse. He's not breathing fine and all that. So I said, okay, now since the thing is getting worse, I'm going to end this show now. Tell him that he should prepare that I'm taking him to the hospital. So she went there, delivered the message. That was when he said, go and tell him, not even man, not even spirit, should stop that music. Continue, that he is listening, that he's not going anywhere. So
this is more spiritual than I think.
So I was singing and tears was dropping down my eyes. So that was how I continued with the show till it was 10 o'clock in the night. Then people, because you know on a channel, 10 o'clock,
yeah.
So then I went to him. I said, why was that? He said nothing. That I did well.
I wanted to be sure.
He wanted to be sure. I don't know. So the next day,
to be sure.
By 7:30 in the morning, he sent my sister to go and wake me up. That if I know anywhere I want to take him now, that I'm free. That was 23 May. I tried my best. We run around so many hospitals that day, about 2 to 3 hospitals, before we settled at one, and he left. He left us. So that was inspiration that came from Chukuno. So kediva nage gwalege mwa na ewo Chukuno nso nwa ewo Chukuno nso nagitile egwu ajebe mwada kwụsị na ya mwa kwụsịkwanye emekwale.
Okay.
You know, so that was my first album.
Okay, that's what inspired that
song. Yeah.
Song.
So that was where the inspiration
came
from.
Relate very well. Oh, but so it's well. When he's so rest in peace. At least then, he's still alive in you.
Yeah, since then we have been moving gradually, you know. As they say. So when we have to strategize and then start making people to know. A lot of people didn't even know the song, as I said before. So it took a lot of time to convince people. Because people were saying, you know. So when I started, people was like, are you sure? Are you serious? You know, people backed off. Then they were watching to see if really he's this person. So, but what I did was, My dad was a very creative artist. So most of the times when I used to discuss with him, because I used to sing all this copyright then when he was there, but he would always tell me, "You are going nowhere with copyright songs. Try as much as possible to create your own songs. Even do your own." Sometimes when I would sing, he say, "Mother, I don't pay here now." He tried to push that narrative in me to create
To be original.
to be original, not even minding his own songs.
Yes.
So I started writing my songs when my father was still there. In fact, I recorded my first album when my dad was still alive.
Oh,
but I didn't put it in the market. I just did it to just test myself to know if I'm even capable to do these things. So that was how I started. So when he left, I have to leave his songs, first of all, and practice those things that he was teaching me. I started creating my own songs off from what he was doing. Because I saw some small limitations with his songs,
his own pattern.
With his own pattern. Because when I was following him, we have limitations of the kind of shows we are going to.
Exactly, because of the nature, the genre of
nature of this job, So most of the time he's anyway, I can say he's a multi general musician.
It's true.
Artist,
It's true.
So, yeah, he's versatile. So, but he didn't put everything in record much.
Okay.
Most of the time he sings it inside.
He said it was more of enjoyment, fun for him.
Yeah, so but then creating those songs now helped me a lot. People now see, this guy can do his own things. This guy is really good. Like songs like Obodadige, Wifena So, Chukunonso, and the rest of them. Then now I came back to the music. So yeah, when people now started saying maybe he cannot do his father's song, maybe he can't do this father's song, he can't do it, he can't sing it. Then I get you on stage. You understand? So at the same time they say, also Ebum Pia Koneti. I say, also Ebum Pia Koneti. But actually, Madu is my father's creation.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm not getting my voice today.
Yeah. That was, in fact, that was the last song he did. One of the last songs he did. But then the way they recorded the song,
you didn't like
and all that. I was saying a lot of things. I add them a little bit more then. So butcher everything. Or get away. You understand? When a father and a son is doing something, that father nature is there. So every of your opinion might not be taken, but you endure. You understand? So after they did that song, due to the kind of production and all that, you get to go. So, but at last now, I now revoiced this song. Even I want to do it again. Yeah. So it's not ego apama koneti. Rap me ego apama. Piankem. Personally, I can sing my song, just my own songs for like straight 3 hours.
Yes,
just my own songs. I can choose not to sing any copyright. Go cut my songs, cover my events. Nah.
And
everybody want. That is what makes you an artist.
That's the originality we talk about.
So people don't know that leaving my father's song was actually one of the things my father told me about. You understand? Because a lot of people have their opinion, but I don't listen to that. I know where I started, so I was following instructions. I want to make sure that I grab that teachings, leave my own songs, leave every other person's songs, try to create something of your own. I want to see, and I did create something before he left here. So that is how I started. That is how much I've been going, and we keep moving until we make sure that whatever limitations he had, that we're going to cross it.
No, but you're doing well already.
Right.
Fine. You're doing well already.
So,
Wow. Bazuagibo. You want to make me emotional.
don't be sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's part of it.
Right.
It was this is why it's good to have legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Because even a papa gave only in a village, you know how like this.
Oh, a very good foundation. I'm proud of him.
Exactly.
For that.
So now, how long would you say you have been in the industry?
Okay, officially, aside from the time my dad was there, I officially started, let me say, 2019.
Okay.
Because I kicked off immediately. No time.
No time.
Mm-hmm. So 2019 till now is about 7 years or 6 to 7 years now.
6 to 7 years. Yes. Okay, but before then, you were already a multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was trying all my best to make sure nowhere was leaking.
Okay.
Most of the time, like I told you, when I started seeing some loopholes, I saw that instrumentalists then they disappoint, you know. So most of the time, the lead guitarist.
Exactly, you're not the carry.
So back then, when I was in secondary school, I came back from school one day. Then my dad, I greeted him, he didn't answer.
Okay.
Then I dropped my school bag and then I left him. In the evening, I have to come back. He said, I haven't done this before. I've not been a time, even though we can have misunderstanding as father and son, but I've not been a time I greeted you and what is the problem? I said, that he's seeing that I'm not serious with this his music. He said, how? I said that yes, you open up bass, about keyboard, but probably I need that guitar. I said, okay, Tokona ga kuzili m the guitar. I said, we have mutagodi nka anya na akpogodi. Nke na eka na akpogodi m ga mutagodi ya. Say, okay, oya, show me the neck. Bute boss guitar, I said, no akata kambia. Bute boss guitar. I don't want to talk about the guitarist then because he was also a family, so I don't want to talk about it.
It's okay.
So with the guitar, goes jam a lot of things from that neck, you know. So okay, no problem. I was able to hold the chord, strike, yeah. So when I'm miserable, I don't rehearse in his presence.
Just
so up or mbata school, blew the guitar. I rehearse those things he showed me. I rehearse after rehearsing. No, Hannah, come, double guitar. Jesu, Mopelo goes, but I'm blue out from Obunongosanga, the note. Copy note, mom was my assignment, my assignment, or whatever I shop my mom. So that was how I continued doing those things. So one day, mom was saying that now I'm not serious. This is how. Now since how would you go to town with that thing? Full never met the guitar. So when you went to school and you know combining these things together, no, a very hard job for me. So I end the idea until one day the guitarist disappointed. So mbata ejemi gbata fuel. I get you a wine again. We that day. So now I around 4:35. Osim na mafro no nya abero. Fugi on agwam. Fugi on agwam na nya abero now. Okwa bu na ntira anya kita. Mabulu kita baba. Mgbe nkete ọ na-akụ 6 ka ọ wee baa ya ala ọfụma chọ nkwalite m baa ya ala very well. Ọ na-akụ 6. Hi! Onekata m yes. Onekata m. O nwere onye na-aba aka egwu den, our backup artist then, backup chorus singer, Rafia, Emeka. That was Emeka then. I said, Emeka ifugo ya na-agba onye a, ọ na-agba onye a. Emeka sị na ọ bụ na ya mana ihe mmadụ ya bụ ikwe egwu. Na ọ bụ na ịkpọ akpọ na ọ bụ play any instrument. Ya ka lebịa mmụọ dị guitar. He said, I just sit down, call me. Mafa. Say chogori kini yen chori ku first of all. So kedi yo. Say baka je ti egwu. Say ntimu ko onwe gi na egwu. Then he was so attached to his lead guitarist and onye ọbụla na-aba aka egwu. These are the two people. As in fact, ọ bụ na na-anụ mmadụ ma asị na ndị a bụ second wife ya. Ghọtago? So ọ kwụzi ebe ahụ, he didn't believe it. So na the stage, so call other players. Then binye guitar, strike ọtọ bido ofu egwu echi ebuka. Then bam bam. Speed. He came to the stage, picked the mic, and then that was how I started playing guitarist. That was how I started playing guitar. I became his guitarist. Okay. Yeah. Man, that day I saw her. Because that was actually the first day and the first time I played for 1 hour. I can be cool. Cool. We only played 2 songs with the guitar. So echi ebuka and akwụsị gbambo. Then but the only egwu I said that day ọ na-ekwuzi ibido mmadụ bụ mmadụ. Nsị a na mbulu guitar ntufuo na ebe a. Ọ ka dị mma na otu anyị nọ n'iru ndị mmadụ eji wee mechie dị egwu. Na m ga-ahapụ dị guitar aka. I called Emeka Ọfọ and whispered to him, jee ya na nsị na mma ahapụ guitar tufuo na na-abịa ka ya kwụsị egwu a na aka anọzikwa ndụ n'ọkpọnwụ. This my left hand saw him that day. So I say okay. And so what do I try at least now? I take egwu with strings instruments. So can I divert that to egwu ekpili? That was how we stopped. Then what was the egwu ekpili? We finish here. Other things. Then I need with drums, conga, no strings. So that is it.
Wow.
That's how I've been going.
Mmadụ
bụ olile mmadụ ka na-agwa.
The living apart.
An interesting experience.
My brother, the story itself, before you get well, that is actually the joy of experience, right?
So that's how I started playing guitar for him, but only for him.
Yes.
Only for him. I just over show or no. Specifically for my dad. I sacrificed for my dad. I was his guitarist.
Okay.
That's all. Everyone will say about that guitar. Man, I'll go and I'll
That's fine. That's fine.
So
then
now, recruiting other musicians.
Okay.
Then I call my dad the drums for Mozo. They call my dad the conga then Mozo. So I started calling friends my age. I those things. I call people like Smart. Smart, okay. Mozo Smart, man. Smart, in fact, Smart showed me some certain things I knew in music today. So that was how we batched in, took charge of everything. Then I was here in the young boys, So I remember as my dad at all was saying, so he was teaching us how to be matured in things we are doing, and it really helped, even up till now. So
that's good.
That is it. A lot of people might say CC and Ebuka and all the rest of them. And when they came like then our drummer then Ebuka, Obina Konga and all that.
It's not 2019 he withdrew
officially as an artist.
Yes, but then at the industry.
Yeah.
So now, having been in the industry for this number of years, when you entered officially and what has it been with you? What has the experience been with you as an artist, as an upcoming artist who has a direction where he is heading? what has the experience been with you as regards, because you talked about doing original work. Said you do original work, and I know I see your work, the original. And then, how has it been with you surviving in this industry, especially in this Southeast?
It has not been easy. In fact, that is the hardest part to trade on.
Yeah.
To be sincere, to be an original artist, it's not a child's play.
I can attest to that.
Because you might sing and it's only your siblings, only your family members that are listening to the song. You sing another one, they will tell you it's very sweet. But all your family in Egg, so very interesting too. It's quite interesting.
Okay.
The experience I have had, an interesting experience.
Okay.
Although not the hard.
Yes.
But it's really interesting because a hard work. It makes you feel that you are doing something.
It gingers you up.
Yeah. You know, the fact that you listen to this thing and you know that vividly you sat down and you thought about these things and you put it down, you went to the studio, you spent money, and it's your property, your original work of art. It's something you should be happy about.
Okay.
That is one of the encouragement. You know, though not the hard.
Okay.
But the lyrics, then it's something interesting.
So how has it been discouraging for you, knowing that you're doing original work and then you still find yourself in a way of feeling hungry while you still have work you have put in a lot?
Discouragement will always come.
Okay.
Exactly. That is one thing you do. Discouragement. Yeah. Discouragement. It will come. If it doesn't come from your own personal self, it will come from you understand? Because
yes.
I stand on stage, now go somebody be on stage, na request let me go also the popular. Even as Mwapama.
Even as Mwapama, normal.
Yeah. Even in my own let me just say it. Even in my own town.
Hey.
Do you know what it means that you even able in your town and somebody is requesting songs now, bro? The person knows what you are representing. Then the person is now requesting. The person is requesting something else. It will make you feel that you are nobody. Then you sit back and you say, "Nah, you know." But something happened when I felt discouraged. When this thing you said now came to me, I did something. I wanted to know if really people are not seeing what I'm doing. Because I was in my lowest, but I've got myself. Even in my lowest, I know that I now have only myself. This is me. Nobody sent you. But I wanted to know if, since this thing is coming from somewhere else, from my own people, from outsiders, it was coming, I was having that experience. Even in the music industry, I come to praise day or praise night, then nobody recognized me. Until the mother nature, I will attend in a occasion.
Say hey.
Yakitela one number. And when he does it one number, you won't see players. Players, I want to say,
I know.
You know, because if I go for the Bahama, if I go Bahama, if I go Gozio Keke, if I go Kemazeli, if I go any of those popular songs, though they know what I represent, but due to Nafa, my dad, you cannot sing it. Before you fall, now go my father. So all of them, either they are running away, or they are running away not because the song is not popular, but actually the one and the age my dad then before me here, then coming to my own side now. So, but I did one thing that helped me.
Okay.
I advised myself, you have only got yourself, and remember what your father told you before anything happened. So that was the thing that kept me going. I took to my social media platform, that was Facebook then. I was only operating on Facebook then. I went there and I wrote that I'm quitting music. Now I want to go into other things I want to do. Please, from today, I'm quitting music. It's not working. People came from nowhere. Hey, what is happening? Hey, no, you must not do that. You are doing well. What you are doing is good. I was like, I heard my phone. So on Facebook.
Hey.
I was like, wow.
Can you imagine?
My phone when I ring. Calls. Pick here. Never you try to do that. Now believe in a palm. Okay. After me post on Facebook. Whatever it is, you can do. Never you. Okay, which means these are just people that are not seeing me. If there are few, then this large number of people are giving me this encouragement. I don't want to listen to whatever you are saying. You can go to hell.
No, that was a smart one.
So I said, okay, I now came back to Facebook and I wrote, I just wanted to know if you people are seeing what I'm doing. And since that day till now, nothing have ever discouraged me.
The story changed.
The story changed. I kept on moving.
Whatever
you say does not matter to me. Whatever odd things you have to say or whatever negative things you have to say about my craft doesn't matter to me. The only thing I listen to is constructive criticism,
which is part of what you need to grow.
So whenever I release a song and somebody pick courage to say this is not good, you would have done it like this. That is what I listen to.
Nice,
so when I come to stage, if I want to sing copyright, I do. If I don't want, I won't. But the mistake you will not do is to walk up to the stage and tell me to sing this particular song for you that is not mine or my father's.
Or what you represent.
Or what I represent. When you do that, I will give you the mic. Say, can you go mic? Go if it's easy. Take the mic, sing it. Or you go and invite that artist. Call the artist. Go look at that. You saw that artist before you invited.
Now.
Oh, yeah.
But these are the things
most of the time, people that are doing that and have what they invite on the location. Guests, they will come there.
You know, you just have to keep managing.
Yeah. So due to album, I have been talking about original work. I find it difficult to sing copyright on stage.
Good.
So I have to practice that thing I preach.
Yes.
But we feel easy that no I will just not that I cannot sing it. I can sing it.
It's not what I do.
But it's not what I do. Good. Because my father told me, you are going nowhere with those things.
Yeah.
Because he asked me one question one day. He said, what if, because I love Ikem so much. I love Ikem so much, even as a child. I also love somebody like Bright Chimezi. So most of my creation, Yes,
you,
even in your versatility, which I am also, create your own things. But you go by weekend, but say jam kwa ni kem na occasion. Kere he ya guzi. Ya no yuri kem go weekend. My father used to tell me all those things. I know you love weekend, but jam wa ikem na stage face to face. What will you sing? But Ikem might be loving that thing go and again ago. Honestly, I can go go. So that is how it has been going. It's not easy to work as an artist because you will go hungry.
Okay.
I go ganya chaganya. Obu na ago anyu charo ganya kamali bataya. Akago no chamanya na. I go
buy battery.
Obu na ago agrogi. But unless monang mali dobale go somewhere. Hey, na me, I will go na sponsor gi. But obu na nwere ebe idoba ego. Nwanne ago ganyu taganya.
Okay, so now in that light, why don't you toe the line of looking for a record label and align yourself with them and let them sign you? They do the sponsorship and everything. Why?
Record label is not you just say put an record label.
Okay, that's true.
In fact, record label is the hardest thing to get in this industry. Now, the hardest thing to get in the industry is a record label.
Okay.
But very
why
hard.
so? Why is
because it's not just when you walk out you get record label.
Yes.
You understand? And most of the time, ndị na-eme ihe record label bụ ndị
Afrobeat
and hip hop. Although I am here na high life forever.
So I don't know East. But some high life musicians in the West are into record label.
West, my little music more than us. Only go my case as well. I had the camera. Let's me a struggle with the mapata. It's okay. But nobody is going to sign me. The only thing they can do for you is na no more billionaire motor. Asadebe, the motor will able to go amaka. That is what our people are good at. Or the instrument that blue, but a dash instrument, a dash agreement. You know? So that is the kind of things we do in the East. East Amari Hammer, equal to any. Now, no, you are ready to go back to the go you, and then appreciating you on stage. Sometimes they can call you, now send them my account number. You send your account number, I tell you something. That is what we know how to do in the East. I am a reliable. What we know is sponsor. They sponsor you and you go away.
Okay. Fair enough.
But they got my struggle before somebody has said, nah, I give you no instrument.
Well, yeah, about a number.
Nah, I give you no. You know.
So now, if you have opportunity of being signed into a record label, would you choose to accept it over your individual, what's it called, music career practice?
All depends on the offer, as far as now is concerned. All depends on the offer. All depends on the agreement. What the record label has to offer.
Having known that record label is good, do you prefer to be, signed into a record label than doing your private music practice? If, like, for instance, now, if the standard conditions of record label operation are there.
Record label,
okay,
it's good because it gives you the audience, maybe let me say faster.
Okay.
Than working
alone.
As
Okay.
You know, I'm working alone.
Okay.
So all the energy audience must try to push you faster.
Okay. All right. So the main reason I asked you this question is because one, personally, I am personally interested in you, and I'm impressed with your, craft and how you have been carrying it. Why am I so? Because you do original work. You understand what I'm saying now? And that is, I never knew that the advice even came from your father, and you had to take it up and maintain it. So, but now, as an artist who does original work, you understand, if you eventually find a record label that you're signed into, um, how are you going? Are you going to be comfortable if the record label owns the master recording of all the work that you do for them?
Without royalties.
Probably royalties might be there for some time. Depends on the but
The kind of um, record label I would like to sign into would be the kind that maybe even at the end of, some people sign for 5 years,
yes,
years and all that.
renewable.
Renewal. That royalty should be there because that is my intellectual property.
Okay.
You know, that royalty will be there, even if the uh, if the what is it called, the agreement
Says
is
that they will
over.
take.
You know, so I think that's
So
the
what
kind.
if the royalties they agree to give you is during the pendency of the contract?
Okay, well, all these things depends on agreement. It depends on what you offer.
Okay, so you're saying if
If the offer, if I don't really have, you really are happy with that particular song.
okay,
If you believe in yourself,
okay.
only have. There are things you see that you consider.
Hmm.
You understand?
So you in other words, not sure what you're saying is that it largely depends on the agreement.
It depends. It depends on the agreement. If you
Okay.
are offering something okay, that I know that this is what sacrificing my intellectual property for, then all of my chief when you buy land and you pay, and I put your go back again after you own the land. No, you are buying that land because you feel like all worth to your money. So there are things you look at, even all worth that your property. You give it out and you get.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But the angle I'm coming from is the angle of the fact that intellectual property is something that pays the owner passive income for life, right? Okay. So you're saying that depending on the contract, if the offer is juicy, that you prefer to sell that your intellectual property rights off, and then
Like I said before, I said something like at the end of the what?
yes, the duration.
Deal.
Yes.
At the end of the day,
Yes.
these things happen or becomes a problem at the end of the day.
Okay.
You understand? At the end of the day, you find out that some people don't know that they are losing the right to their intellectual property.
Yes.
That master.
Yes.
Who in their mother, in your sign. At the end of the day, who was there? You know,
It's happening rampantly.
and with every reason, and all the very important that you know what you're signing into. So all that thing I him having assigning, maybe you will consider at the end of this day, even as you have been taking royalties for that 5 years or 6 years you sign, that's gonna be royalties. Then now, is it something good enough for me to now forget about this intellectual property of mine? You
Mm-hmm.
know, So all go man agreement to open no you had them like when they are again you go big mother at the end of the day who the motor and we go na we know they here now you go to have all the now why his side at the end of the day just dey on my motor we acquisition you go who no you know that is million was then the debuta sign the for zone on me before the motor need before the area go.
So, so now in this kind of situation now, how do you see Cliff coming into this kind of situation and being relevant in this kind of situation?
With what Cliff presented, that is why it's just sign and like now I'm gonna have one to I'm gonna live it do not just sign I just say I had them Cliff kuja seven day
That's what I get Tiaka.
another one Cliff
No, no, here you're chagodin before you ask Cliff because you're work.
You must be sure. That is why even sometimes you go more fixed price.
Wow, one of what?
That is why you must be sure of
what you're giving out and what you're doing.
Like this, if an also, there is a reason why I sacrificed that son. It happened that I am not saying then you can nobody wants to take it. It becomes a problem. So even as my father's son was training, but nobody wants to take my son. Because you have a message go measure record you will take away good, you will pay the gift. Even you will go book the problem. You understand? So but what I did was I want people to hear me. And I don't want them to hear me just anyhow way. So you get the album before now on the under market. No matter. I sold it up. Even below a gold in the low end state. Just to be here. So the full reason why I say that now all depend what you have at hand, all depend the platform, all depend what is happening around you at that moment. At that moment, I'm not gonna
Back in Ozzy.
I sold it off. Forget about it. Ogu them so much. Ogu them that even the background that something happened.
Oh my God.
But you have to encourage yourself.
Yes, move on.
Yeah, to move on. Then you go out, but I think the first time I received calls from a lot of people number because no number be attended at because of financial and of then what people were financial things was moving to some maybe the market wasn't
following up.
Right, relax. Or no matter what they got. In fact, the end they gave 50,000.
Jesus.
Now I want to say it so that upcoming. Why I'm saying it is upcoming now.
We could be saying it. Tell everybody.
Let my story give you encouragement. If I'm here today, then without being
bias,
discouraged and without quitting, because this is a kind of thing that will happen to you and you quit.
Buying in with uncle that's it.
I sold it. I can do that. Sometimes it come for the agreement more.
Hey, Chineke, 50,000.
Almost 100 something thousand.
As in additionally, Because that one is not even your intellectual property. It's not even any bani. Just not even anything. Can't wait to retain ya.
Because then I was going about looking for who
Hi,
will sponsor me.
Hi.
I couldn't see anybody. I didn't see anybody. I talked to some people. More I talked to somebody like what I contact Rafi Rafi Ogidi.
Marketer.
No.
Okay, native.
You know, I talked to him. Some that now they book room section in the studio. I'll take a mediation, but I don't want to mention this name.
It's okay.
Some of the book room studio section. Now the reason why I the government is because of the name they attached to me. So I was happy, thinking that now people room section want to finish it in the album. Then at the studio, just one section. One section can be
My voice.
About 4 tracks.
Hi, Jesus.
What I did.
Gambia, 4 tracks then at the album.
Yeah, 4 tracks. Only 1 track.
You can't hear it. Hey!
In fact, you couldn't son of me the album.
Kiwi.
You know.
Hi.
So, what I did was move up. Now I left the studio. It's how you now. Who will help you not to stress you?
Who will help you not to stress you?
Because normal, only on the system. The same only on the system. But only on the system. That one section is not enough. So all you want and it's a big fish in the industry. So also I say producer money. You're going to get over full studio by 600,000. 150 as of 10. But he couldn't do it. One section was 10,000. But I know it's not enough. And an anti-senior.
Yeah.
Then I left. But you see why? Actually, a smaller studio.
Okay.
That helped me. Decency Studio helped me. That is Ijelamich.
Ijelamich
is one of my backbones in the music industry today.
Ijelamich.
So much.
I've met with him.
Also, some of the people are saying, okay, Jay, go now. I'm going to sometimes you go there, go to
Hi. No, he said, yeah, so he did it actually. You're testifying because he told me. Oh, that's nice. These are the people we are talking, the kind of people we need now. So that
I'm not forget his help. He helped in so many ways.
Okay, nice.
So at the end of the day, I was able to get the contact of Nachi, Igwe Jimat Nachi. Igwe Mbo. I contacted him. I contacted Igwe Chima Chepo. He gave me some money. That was my second album. By the time you go to the that particular song. From whatever contact that particular song all 2 people from my place help with some money. Then one who struggled, I say, raised some money.
Check around.
Then we moved to the studio. But I still need 50,000 just to be here. But it didn't discourage me. Then it moved. Mbatabai today. Yeah, and I said, you couldn't say, even like a bargain, you know, the name, the
song.
Yeah. Can divine or oh, this person can do this thing. You know, it became my stepping stone.
Okay.
About that record label,
yes.
A lot of things is happening in this music industry, and only putting limitations to some certain artists, especially when I'm home. a lot of them have a lot of talent running away. Whatever. So, mana, it's just to give them encouragement. That if someone like me today, I cannot sell my music.
Mm-hmm.
If today I cannot sell any, if we even but there was a time I told them just
For 50,000. Full album.
full album, 4 tracks for that matter.
4 tracks.
More than 100 and something thousand. Because now you 450,000 and play at the me and my go you are traveling and moving, transporting yourself. Sleeping in the studio some certain time, you know, they didn't need energy. But you're going to spend for that already. Yeah, you're malo. My dreams. You're like a signing. I was signing it and wasn't signing that thing. Yeah, drop. You know the drop. Oh, I thought about my dad. I thought about him.
You went back to the root.
But I told him that
you will not disappoint.
That I will not disappoint. I am doing this because of you. You know. But one record level, he said something to me. I went to Lagos. You know, a lot of us are novice. A lot of us are novice. So I went to Lagos. I did this one song for Sochema. Shot the video, everything, money. Spent almost 500,000 then.
When was that?
That was it 2020?
Okay.
Thereabout, I think. So, Lagos, you know, I was like looking for record level. Record level assignment, you know. Now. Then back in test diversity, you know. Test yung versatility. Malo.
You might be a focus.
That thing, because I knew my dad as a versatile artist. So I was just testing a lot of things. Malo. Test the anchor, Papa. Test the anchor. So I did that Afro beat stuff. I was looking for a level. Yeah, maybe you post it,
promo.
Record level, I forget, not you looking for record level. So I went to Lekki and I was going from it. I was browsing them, record level. Internet record level. Wow, record level.
You choose it.
I was picking phone numbers and calling, and I was going regularly. I went to the first studio. I said, I'm going to the main one. I think I'm going to Phase 1. Phase 2, I don't know. Minimum, with all of my brother being a Lagos. That guy, any day, he was back with me. Because all somebody minimum money for my own
good.
For my own good. For me, he left with his business.
Followed you?
Followed me.
Under the rain.
Under the rain. Minimum there. And I can say, "Look at the weather." Oh, so if anything, say, "Minimum."
So you know, I can say I love myself in that pattern of giving myself encouragement. Self-encouragement. That when I look back and see the rivers I've crossed and the encouragement I've given to myself, I love myself about that.
Okay. So now,
the studio. So in one number engine, I have to go back to the internet. Phone number they attached to the studio and that Don Jazzy studio. No number. Oh, the funny. I won't look at those things. The experience and then I'm able. See, I'm more than every Saturday.
I found a Talego.
Mpele the numbers go from the gate. Na Lekki. Gwa, what the number? To Adaga. What the number? Hi. Instead the man somebody I said I never call that my friend because I chatal moto wo moto ugwo butela idea. That my brother nekatam obia ki ikebie gunya nwanya ya mago did discouraged boy venza zam say fine zam say la kayana na ma mutago iye na iye ka mbia muta
Confirm.
I say what is even wrong with you? What kind of a human being are you?
Even you go to this extent.
Say let's go. I always say but now we are not taking any cab. I want to walk the street of Lekki. I will walk.
Subia.
Subia. Sugide na aga. We say and here game na all this record label there now we are going to visit all of them. Nkani na identify now. I we are working with map. I'm a pair phone. I type for the record label map. Map. So go get na the office. They fall to no when so get the map. So get we over the studio. This I do there. How was such a man fence? I looked at it, I was like, what is this? The map on how to whatever kind of guy. But you need to see that place. So I never at the end of the day we one record label I work again. So but I went around the number. So one of my friend, my classmate even, send the alum phone number of a record label. So when I had an appointment at the Lagos, I went to meet them. Say at least through a friend, a classmate, or a female friend, Afia Uchi. He's a very good friend of mine and a fan too. She has been supporting now, you know, and help repost, you know. So nyam the contact. So the record label. The man who come or direct. Nyam number manager. So the manager or PK. Nyam appointment. One can get CV. So the next morning, after Camilla Matai, the next day, that guy move again. But say welcome. Or I featured the studio, you know. Think kwano egum ngolo sachi mania owe nene sachi mania cha semu how do I come about this see just quality I can see come about the stuff same video I make kedike to shoot to another so no work to shoot to no lampoto onye camera vulu camera bia direct be video mo akpo ya location moi pour video me yesterday moi I everything yeah camera no video video the other side you know now I got some certain things somewhere I said ma you serious and we arrived at this say yes I said wonderful that I may need the record label is that I said may need the record label you don't need it
can you imagine
I said that now one thing about how I sign with somebody Hana a promote now. Unless Mama chose to go. In fact, the person was open to me. That is why I'm not calling the name of the record label. The manager was open to me. Say Mabo and Tunis go me booty. But say Eric go. I said at least I want like about 28 million.
Okay.
We'll go a lot of secrets about
you had involved.
Because I got me an agam, jazz and all that. We got me a lot of things. Same na I should go back. Now if
you could do this alone.
I could do this alone, no sponsor. If I could do this alone, no sponsor, nothing. Just and I arrive at this. If I arrived at this, that it means a lot, in fact, a lot more.
Confirm.
So, Jobam, like you're asking me my music backgrounds, and I told him, I said, wow, that I know of that music. then I should go back to the east. He said, go back to the east. Go and continue with what you are doing. Never you get discouraged. Stop looking for record label. For now. That was how I ended my quest
for record label.
When at east,
Where
kwabazie ma go anago, ma go adarago. I had the way with open pama. With Nkeda, say a manager of a record label was saying that I am good, but I should go back to the east. I should go and continue my thing. That I will make it without record label. Or if record label has to come, I will have a young name. Such that now I'm a long way to go. My name is something. I should not lose it because of hunger. But I should not lose it because of hunger. That he's encouraging me. I should go back. And not over there, the go. Then people were helping and contacted by a lot of people I know, to people like Gusa that I cannot mention Hakanko, people like Mawis, Nachi, most of them Nachi, and in the Enugu State by, and for them there Anambra, people like Obi and Enugu, I started, talking to people.
Okay.
First of all, due to Andi Mother of Bago, I didn't mean. So, my platform, then gather people. First of all, they told me go BM instrument, BM sound instrument.
Wow.
Because no, we are mechanism as. Mother, I'm not again. Haga forgotten on name. It took years of hunger.
Okay.
Consistency.
Yeah. And
persistence. To get there. It didn't stop there. This 7 years now has been 7 years of struggling. We look to the fact that now bata's in the music industry, MC or my kissing or radio tour. Now bata.
I wasn't carrying.
No, as you just acquire MC. No, after I came I seen a radio to Arabia. So it took all these things, but because of Ndiga watch a lot of
artists. That's actually why I left the platform for you to express the whole thing.
Oh, a story I want to tell later, but this is the opportunity to talk about it. Nobody should lose hope. You have to be consistent with what you are doing. Before you sign a record label, you make sure that what you are signing, the legit, that no man dey against you tomorrow. And make sure they may hear name. So that when you meet people, they will give you the right advice.
Yeah.
Because being a management of a record label, I know he talks to me for hours.
Okay, you get the offer, tie get down.
I say that no way you in them the offer, tie am down.
Exactly, that's how it works.
But I should go back home and suffer and endure it. Remember, and he said, go back home and continue suffering, endure it.
Enjoy it.
And I looked at him, I watched him. Never that my brother Venzai. See, I uncover experiences. I try to fail.
Okay, so now with all of this experience and struggle, having got to this place you are now, which is still a starting point for the great things that are going to happen to you. What will you say is the major challenge you have seen in the industry that keep discouraging you and the younger ones and the upcoming artists, other upcoming artists, and vis-a-vis the platforms like P-Man that are expected to play some pivotal roles in shaping the music industry of the organization around
Okay, one of the greatest challenge anybody can have in the industry, even before we talk about P-Man, but money, finance.
Yes, not even just in the industry, everywhere in the world, in every aspect of life.
So, ego, first of all.
Okay.
But you are in the industry now, you have very good material. But you don't have money to go to the studio and bring it out. It's just studio, just bring it out. You need the money for promotion. You can hear the promotion. So, ego be one of the major challenge before we talk about P-Man.
And the other
aspect of it, of the challenges anyway. So nka NGDH onye ọbụla na-eti egwu ọbụna nwanne gị na-eti egwu, you help him ma ọ bụkwa na ọ ma ihe ọ na-eme.
Okay.
Because ọ nwere ndị rap business dị etibe egwu maka na ọ fụ na a na-abụ onye egwu data 1 million na stage je channel ka ọ na-adị je panye mic, you know. So ọ bụ ha na inwe somebody maala ihe ọ na-eme musically, help him. You will not regret it because now only the ego to excel, only the packaging to move on. So can NGDH and Abana in the aspect of P-Man. P-Man I go a lot of things. Music industry.
Hey,
P-Man is a lot of things. P-Man is supposed to be the backbone of every performing artist. Performing artist, the original artist. Then, if I P-Man, then you see people like Morocco, you see people like Apama, that my dad. You see people like
your dad was a registered member of P-Man.
Identified. P-Man. Then na eme na Agbakoba fa na eme shows na Agbakoba nka ha na eme na ihe na ebe a Kezafia na Makins my front line places the P-Man host to shows then so ibe ba full Morocco ibe ba ga force adebe ibe ba fusia ma ya kan subo dem. Then you see artist. When you talk about P-Man, then you talk about Onya binyogu egwu. Then Onya binyogu egwu encouragement to come
to
there
make it good
and perform your own song. But you see that now this time around, P-Man, let me say that now, 85% of P-Man members get our copyright artists.
Chai.
When you are going to P-Man, you are not going to see artists. Kine Jeff nde na agwegu. 85% of Undebu P-Man today are just copyright musicians. That's not Mukulia.
So, but what is that P-Man supposed to be?
P-Man, Performing Musicians Association of Nigeria.
So, what is it supposed to? Who is supposed to be a member?
A member of P-Man. Wherever they perform. Performing, I don't call that performance.
So what is
it? P-Man choice. P-Man choice in because Imane we can be I gave in 1 million. I can understand that. It's a different thing. abụrụ got
Manụ
talent
challenge.
manụ challenge ebe anyị ga Mike go ya ọgwụ ịghọtago
Okay.
but not na a na-eme P-Man Performing Musicians Association of Nigeria o nwere mgbe P-Square make one comment. Yes, he said you cannot be doing P-Man without people like us. Why people like us are not aware, seeing the P-Man, what are you doing? P-Square said it. He made such comment then. I read it online on Facebook.
Wow.
Because when you look at P-Man, for P-Square as a performing musician, he's not there.
It's not the fault of P-Man that is not there now.
He
doesn't want to identify with them.
It's not the fault of P-Man that he's not there. Somebody will not want to identify with you. Yes, there are some certain things that you will be doing. Nobody wants to identify with you. In Nigeria, P-Square identify with you. Why not? Employers and getting one. Then somebody who go where for P-Square. You are not a musician. If you are a businessman, then you better have a P-Man. Then you expect the P-Man to come, then P-Square will not come. Man, P-Square as a non-musician, if you want P-Man, a P-Square, somebody like P-Square to come and perform in your occasion, you pay him. Not to be boycott.
Strong point.
Yeah, not to be boycott. As a member of P-Man, then P-Square migrating on stage. Again, you have other friends. He sponsor the area for even one day. You won't be anything in there. In Azoaya, Nambuka. Then you see the Membuka. You got there for a P-Man. Then enough is the P-Square. He's just like if ya.
The living apart.
Yes, I'm telling you.
And then don't like food.
But that is true. You know.
Hey.
When people like Davido, now again today you see people taking pictures. People are now hey Davido. Hey, you know what it takes to eat water Davido? Now your occasion. Then because Nije Taina Bunata Hafia. You know, if you're a businessman, then the P-Man, I be Bula because be able to patronize. Not you begging them. Then the video need them more than effect at Chuku. If I see the video of the meeting, he see the email shop again. Every Tonata, Afena China, Diana meeting, he took land. You know, Gina the video name everything. Highest name and you remember occasion the video because you're a member of PIMA. That is why they don't want to venture.
So on Ebetehego.
Because it's no was the Performing Musicians Association of Nigeria. No, performing musicians and employers.
Can you imagine?
For what reason? The video and we're fans. Your fans were right to. I'm not saying that now the ego, no ego. But you have ego. You have business in their own office. How we can say their business? You don't see musicians interfering in their business. You understand? Then you cannot come and maneuver. Only open we fans here, like fans ndị gbagote go n'ọfụma and man ha na-emekọ things. How big men, if they're there, you respect them in their office. Ha kwaikwalo gugu as a musician. If you want to go show free shows for them, at least na bulugo somebody na go lugi aka.
Somebody may go
Somebody may go something. Iti be 20 naira. Na egumti. You sponsor when you go in the shoe before. You be them one speaker. You go to the mic for the first time. Then you sit at your shop. Be register and P-Man. Be the embassy na you go on stage. For what reason? It means now ni ezo afa na shop okay. You will go tie ni mapa. Then nka wa mo jeli ni mbanya ga free. Who is fooling who?
Hey.
No, that is the game. Yes. Mbia golu pass na your shop. Ngolu gitaya. Go. Right. Then you sponsor you go a mic before. You no occasion. You go there ma fa na P-Man. Move obia. Ya wan jeli ni. anya nwa na-emu n'abalị mgbe nye gị free of charge, whereas I came to your shop, you sold your goods and I paid you money. Oluzie want to pay me, you come from the back door
to take it free.
Better take free, then I become more hungry.
Now, with all of these things you're complaining about now, who is the cause of it? Who stirred this?
Everybody in that P-man is the cause.
Is it at the federal level or state level?
My federal level, my state level, my any level. Everybody, all of us are the problem.
So how did it happen?
It happened because we relaxed. Nobody wants to talk about it. What actually cool?
No, you eventually got now. As in, at what point did they start admitting these people into that? And then what warranted it?
First of all, I don't know how to put it. Because it had a very complex somehow. But I will still say that we are the cause. We Ndiama Edinalana, Iche. You allow one pen there, Jenna studio, go pota. Ndiama Bundisi are the cause.
Okay.
You got to go?
Yeah.
They are the cause because they went and because you blow, in a good name. You just what is your friend? Or be join here in the music industry.
As what?
As what?
So that's what I want to.
You be join here as a P-man member. As what now? As a guitarist.
That's what I'm asking.
So you're not bass. That's your friend, your rich friend here. Bolugai, just join here in their business.
Hi. Nah.
At least, and when the name endorsement.
Yes.
They got to go name endorsement,
yes.
Right? Even an endorsement, you don't have all the stuff. You have go endorsement. You are just to advertise. That is why. They advertise, they do their business. They go advert, right? That is just it. But if the industry, association, they become member. And no one be member then that becomes the problem. So I am a balloon kete. Like what I if everybody starts saying it, it means that automatically I get work with that employers.
Well, the point is that when you look at the name P-man, there is no way there E enters in that. So when it has not been reflected in their documents.
How we gonna
performing musicians association. Where is the E?
I don't know.
Is it P-mean?
P-mean kind of. Yeah, I had the very mean. So P-mean kind of. It's not spiritually. Spiritual P-mean. The E, the silent. Not the spiritual.
What is P-man? Not now P-mean.
So that brought about that's an answer to your question. The reason why people like P-Square doesn't want to venture because they see it. Nandi Amari Haneme.
Naturally better here go. As far as
a musician Choi go to his fans. They meet his big fans. Decision. All personal decisions. Yeah, they have relationship. And then when musicians and employers relationship. When you open a 1,000 naira, that's yearly ego for Genaya.
For even considering you.
For even considering you.
They will go.
On your abona megide a musician. On your 100,000.
Something just to support your craft.
Be on a stage, you bought it 2,000. The person for Genaya. Or not at that work on a phone, see send the area account number. Mary Gife. Or for Genaya. But all because again they are down on sometimes. It's not a good reason. A P-man.
Yes.
Because he's not a musician.
They will rule.
Role on a play. Oh, else more no a guitarist. More to Amazon now. Imana vocalist. Na keyboard. Even somebody like Mazidibia. Okay, yes, Mazidibia is a good example.
I know.
Can you use your Mazidibia? He's a good example. Now somebody like Mazi DBM man on gun industry, tie my drums, or my bass. No kataze choose something else. Differently.
Sieba
Butibulu. Oh, dika mmade Mazi kwa ya baby akpo bata na music industry. Okwem water. Because no be ba na eme meeting. O ma akpo drum, o ma akpo drums, o ma akpo guitar. O ma agụ egwu. Onwa lo a na-atụ. He can give his own suggestion as a musician.
In line with what is
as
expected.
A musician. You got to go? Not your fan.
Not the wrong.
Your fan. Each fan, again, me pele for fan page.
Fan page, yes.
You can go there and solicit for help. And they will give it to you because they love you. Like I said. Oh, when you're if you see you a man that no, like since in the when I've mentioned like people couple of names something I 1,000 I don't forget you.
No, that's a good it's a good omen.
Other possible that I can forget. Now this music.
Yeah.
My phone Natania, you am 1,000.
So again,
I know once the Yeromia bore me once in Yeromia with Obi Ochadi. Don't worry, I will remember one day.
One day, yes.
And I will show you the reason why I remember. But I will not bring you to P-Man. That is why this big fish when they travel, as they said. Now travel, ID card, P-Man. They will not come. This is another mistake. P-Man name. Onye ahụ agbara ọsọ since akpọrọ gị mmadụ. Then ọchị ime travel anaya ID card P-Man. The person na-abịa unu emepele ụzọ big fish unu agbanye ID card. O were the ID card o move kwa again unu ya afọzi ya.
Oh, what they gonna go that time now?
O disappear.
Ukwe go ya ka unu chọ. Onye ọbịa sọrọ na ego ọgabakwa onye njiri
o disappear. Mana ọ bụ na all these people no imagine ebe anọ meeting P-Man, P-Square anọrụ, anyị dance anọrụ, Flavor anọrụ, Ike Mmaziri anọrụ, ha anọrụcha Davido anọrụ, ka ekwekọta na eje federal meeting. Mgbe akeke je Abuja na na-eme P-Man meeting, we meet here these dignitaries as a palm mbụ na ha tupulu na na-eme P-Man meeting. The kind of skyrocket ọ ga-akụ gị.
I'm telling you now.
By the time you can easily
assess
them enyelu gị aka as the big fish nọ. If you see aka see them. You got to go? Ajusi ese. Educasi agi some certain things. Then una enwe relationship. Onye anwe enye oti ego dịrị gị ọnụ onye ga-ego. Onye ego dị ga-ego obuku gị best studio. Maọbụ introduce gị to some certain things. Onwe ajụjụ ị ga-ajụ ya ihe na-agbagwoju gị anya freely. Onye gị advice as onye bugu ụzọ wee nọrọ. Onwe egwu inwe o tinyelu gị ọnụ. Ịfụta that na ọ ga-adịtụ lesser. Ọ dịtụ easy afụfụ ebe nata. Not ndị na-azụ ahịa na mbuka ịbịa meeting P-Man. Yes, na ndị na-azụ ahịa na main market. Onye na-azụ ahịa na main market na-atụ container. Ọ bịa meeting P-Man, he cannot offer anything because ọ ga na-akọlụ gị bụ ka ngwa afịa si daa mmiri. Not ihe ya ga-eme ka egwu gaa. Highest unu chọọ ego ọtụ ilu na ego like na abịa na agwụ occasion P-Man chi ime na chi ime ihe ịgbaji ha tụọ 1 million ọ gwụcha ya anyị na-erite n'aka ha tụọrọ gị 1 million why na gị bụ musician na 200,000 ha tụọrọ gị 5 million ụfọdụ ha tụọ 10 million ọ na-afịọ as a member of P-Man ọ gwụsịa eme ya nke aha ga ọ baa na pọsụ ndị ebe ndị P-Man mana jekwuruzie ya nwa ha lụọ ga-atụ inwuru gị musically gịnị as a picture ọgwụ mana just na gị na Flavor say picture as a musician ọnwụ ya bụ na onye a na-azụ ahịa ya na Flavor say picture nwe ya bụ na-ebu a musician ndị mmadụ na-ene anya na ị na-egro a na-eme iti gị wit ndị bugugu ụzọ wee gaba it's a big plus but we don't I have from there where will you see Flavor He's in an MP man.
And then we got a platform that
we
will
have
make it
platform
very,
that will
very
bring
easy.
these people close to you. But the platform is not working. The platform there to name a business. Inviting businessmen into the system. How will it grow? So it becomes a problem for upcomers because you cannot easily meet people getting advice.
Okay. Oh, wow. Nah.
That is the truth.
Okay, so what's Igbo? They live in a pound.
Nachi.
Okay. Very important.
Very, very important.
That's okay. So now, before we wrap up, recently, you appear to have trended on the wings of your father. What was that all about? Because lately we started seeing you online doing your father's stuff, especially that particular Pericoma song or something. So what's happening?
What is happening is that now we kept on keeping on.
Okay.
We kept on keeping on. That is just it. Not much thing that happened. We are doing what we said we are going to do.
Okay.
You know, when I say Chuku nonso kedebe na gegbale ge nwa we na ewo Chuku nonso nwa ewo Chuku nonso na gitile egwu ajebe mother kwesị ya mu akwụsịkọ. That is what we are doing.
Okay. So is that a way of keeping your father's legacy alive, or renewing that particular popular song of Pericoma? Because that particular song was what just came up and started going viral again.
That song is greater than me. That song is greater than I am. That is the reason why I said this. See, give honor to whom honor is due. Na ji emeka ọfụma anwere nke etinye n'ana lelele nke anwa wee gbagote without nke ahụ etinye n'ana lelenu nke ọfụwa ya abịa. So ebe egwu ahụ si bịa eteka, and that is the reason why ndị mmadụ na-asị gị remix the song, go and remix the song. I look at those people and I see it as just ordinary opinion.
Okay.
You see, when you know what you have, you guide it
jealously.
With
your last breath.
Before like maybe I remix.
Yeah,
before I touch Pericoma Nanya Jaro, I must know who is that person. Not even me. Before that Pericoma Nanya Jaro, before I go to studio and go
to add something,
do remix, yeah, it must be a very big masquerade in the music industry. Flavor, I am not doing it. KC, I'm not doing it. Fino, the song remains like that because that song requires a flavor, so why am I touching it? Does it mean my daddy Amarifa? Metelia. People have been saying go and remix it. The only remix I can do to that song, Bo, I'm back on a stage now performing. That's song.
Or just go live
performance.
Live section.
If I am going to re-record it, maybe as a remix. Oh, a very big fish.
Yes.
Yeah, big fish got jam, which is the living
and the dead.
The living and the dead they get meet. Can upliftment. It's a spiritual movement.
I think I understand that.
You understand what I mean? So Diego Kalem. So for me to Ibayana Diego, any demu. Onye ishia kala aka ga-ebu di ogidi ya bịa bulu isi kala aka ha ebulu di ogidi
Ogidi happy
ogidi yara ni jumonu so that Koyali maybe actually me abi be mecha. At the end of the day, I refer back to the previous. Okwesebo, a big fish to big fish. In fact, Irimi Segwa, my father and Oyanabia, email remix, not even me. I will be there as just a representative. Yes. That is the kind of respect I have for my dad, and that craft. Because that craft, Adam one. You understand?
Yes.
So I can do any remix of my father's
You're doing
song.
well already by keeping it alive.
Right.
At least still making it fresh in the ears of your
That
audience.
is my father talking there.
Yeah, good. Nah. Wala.
Ife dị mma.
Asị na ntị na-anụ ife abụrụ ma ọha ka okpu ata.
N'eziokwu.
Ịgbọgụ ife ewu na-ata.
Otu aka ọ dị.
Anụ lata.
Echewu nta.
Na ya ebidosi afọ.
Yes. Yes.
Abịago.
Yeah.
Bụ na Cliff abịago.
Yeah.
Na Lolaza adịrị ya.
Atọ.
Ka ị nwere ịgwa ndị mmadụ maka Cliff dị na-ege ntị, what exactly do you have?
My viewers, our viewers. Maka na anyị kwa anyị nwagozi Cliff.
Movement nọ na bụ mụ nwa.
Since njiwe nọ na this music industry.
Yeah.
Nobody have approached me to talk about music in this form.
In this manner.
Yes. At all. Nobody have really want to ask the upcomer what is happening, what is the problem. Nobody.
Wow.
Yeah, I had interested when the habagen get you bogot and I try to make video. I'm a little body on internet. Nobody wants to look on that. I'm a little so what I'm telling you people about Cliff is that now Cliff is a place to be. In fact, if I'm going today, I'm going with confidence to continue.
Yes.
So Cliff bo encouragement.
Confirmed.
A very big encouragement. If you are looking, if in fact, abone na one kolop obi.
Yes.
You are talking obi na kolop obi. Ini de ebia na Cliff. We na channel cha ajuage some certain questions, e call some certain things. Enaba, you will be encouraged, even without money ego. Nobody gave me money, but I am as well happy and encouraged that now somebody say, what is the problem?
Yes.
At least I'm gonna even know since you put fear, then you are free to move.
Continue.
So Cliff with the features you came with. Cliff is hope.
Okay.
Hope for already made artists and upcoming artists. So you must and you should. Let me not use the word must, yes, but you should. You are supposed to be here. You are supposed to support Cliff in whatever they are doing, in every ramification, financially, yes, and otherwise.
Wonderful.
Okay, my viewers, my name is Chukunonso Ibanoke. The living apama Bazwagi Igbo. Nachi. Continue watching Cliff. Continue following Cliff. Continue sharing Cliff. As for me, I'm already Cliff myself.
So, my brother, thank you very much. Like I said before, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step.
Yeah.
That step is what we are making like this. Where we are going.
It's very far.
It's very far.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
Sure.
So we thank you and appreciate you for availing yourself, to be here with us, to look into the progress of the industry and the players in the industry.
Right.
Thank you very much. God
You're
bless
welcome.
you. So this is it for this episode, and as you all know, we cannot be here without you. So continue to watch us on our platforms. Our YouTube handles are there. You can see it scrolling. Follow us on our Facebook page. All our social media handles, you see them scrolling on the screen. Don't forget that, according to our guest today, Cliff, is simply hope. So do well to join us as often as we come your way. I remain your host, Vitu Stefan Yechuku Mba. Thank you and peace out.